Hey guys, welcome back to another league race. SRL League once again, this time for round 17 at Canada, the F1 series. I'm your host, Reece March. I am back again in the commentary booth. So yeah, we were meant to be, well, I was meant to be racing, but sadly, due to the main commentator not being able to make it due to personal reasons, I have had to jump in, which is fine by me. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm just in the chat. Sandro and Max are commenting. So welcome to the chat, boys. This is going to be a banger, I think. We've got 12 people at the moment. Sadly, it couldn't be more. But nevertheless, we'll get some nice racing in. Jensen Randall, not gonna get the championship today, I don't think. I think he was discussing about how he can get the championship. So I think if he wins and gets fastest lap today, he needs to get at least 10th place in the next 5 races, I think it is. I could be wrong. That's what they were saying in the chat before I left. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm just gonna quickly mute my mic and make sure the audio is all working, because I don't want it to not be working and find out halfway through or something. Okay, cool. Well, it's you'll be happy to know it does work. Obviously, I can't tell because I can't hear myself on the stream. Well, until I just played it then. So yeah. For the GT3 series, which was an absolute banger. I really recommend go check that one out. Race highlights aren't on F1. It better not rain. Also, I actually might cry. I should have read out all the drivers we have today, but sadly, I kind of missed the opportunity. But I do have all the drivers' names on a list here, so I am all good. Here we go, moment of truth then. Should we get a drum roll? Let's get a drum roll in. Drum roll. Will it be dry or will it be wet? Well, we'll already know in qualifying, I guess, unless someone lets us know. I know Max is watching the stream. Max, to let me know if it's raining in the race, or what the weather conditions are like in the race. If you're still watching, or Sandro, whoever's watching, and is racing, obviously, because I would like to know. Okay, so it's obviously dry in qualifying, but what about the race? It'd be nice if someone lets us know in the chat. I am watching chat right now, so if anyone finds out. Quali dry, yes. What about race? Is race dry as well? Ah, it's dry. Okay, cool. So it's dry. Okay. Thank you, Jorge. Jorge in the Alfa Romeo today? No, the Mercedes. Yeah, the Mercedes. So he'll be looking to try and get a good result. Oh, cloudy but dry. So that is going to be our weather conditions. So yeah, I'm pretty happy now because at least it's not raining. Like I said, I would have actually been kind of sad. Oh, the 2 Ferraris going out at the same time. Interesting. But I'm going to shut the chat now because I need to make sure I know the names of each person. So Jensen going straight out on the mediums, so he's going for the alternative strategy. We have Logan out on the softs. We have Dion out on the softs. We have Jan Holm out on the softs. God, pretty much everyone's out. So that's interesting. We have Jim on the mediums, so Jim going for the alternative. We got Colin on the softs. We got Rene on the softs. We got Cameron on the softs. Got Max on the softs, we got Sandra on the softs, we got Nick on the softs, so only Jim and Jensen going for the alternative strategy here. I think Jensen's going to be the first to start a lap. I'm completely wrong about that because he's near the back of the pack. But we will go on board here with Jensen. Just flip the DRS open, run up to the line to start his first hot lap of qualifying. Down towards turn 1, flips down to 4th gear. They're very interesting. As usual, I take that in 3rd, but this just shows the difference of where you can gain speed, and clearly Jensen getting lots more. Flying through there, we've got a yellow flag in sector 3, so something's happened there, unless there's people slowing down. Flying up towards the beginning of the 2nd sector now. That's a very nice sector, really running as much of the track as possible, running down towards the next very quick chicane section, a very difficult part this here. Really got to watch the barrier, but really runs down nicely there, up towards the hairpin. Can Jensen take the hairpin nice and tidy? He's going to get a bit of slipstream here from the Renault of Colin, I think this is, so that's going to help him out a bit, as he will flip the DRS open, run down the straight. Let's go on board through the final chicane. Dion's actually retired, so that's a massive moment for him. I don't know what happened, but Jensen's going to straight line it, and this lap is a 108.2 for Mr. Jensen Randall in the Mercedes. Obviously Jensen racing in Mercedes in F1 and in GT3. Wrapped up the title last week in GT3, now he wants to try and wrap up the title in F1. Obviously he can't do that today, but he will do it, well, possibly at some point, maybe next round even, so depending on what result he gets today. We have his teammate here, who's sadly invalidated his lap, Jorge. We got Jim running up towards the hairpin. So yeah, massive shame for Dion. I don't know what happened with Dion, but he's going to be starting dead last. Just a massive shame for the Ferrari driver. More Ferrari bad luck, I think we can say. Jim backs out. Max is on a slow lap. We'll watch the teammate of Jensen Randall here, Jorge Correa, as he is on a hot lap. Oh, he looks up a bit there, but nevertheless makes it look tidy. He's actually purple sector 1 there. I don't know if that's true or not, but he is on the soft, so never say never. Running down towards a fast chicane. Oh, he just catches it there. That was not great from the Mercedes driver though. Runs up to the hairpin. Once again, these are used softs after he did invalidate last lap, and he's going around on a 2nd lap now. I don't know if he'll back out of this one. Yeah, he's backed out of it, I think. He's ran out of ERS, so that is a massive shame. Colin has sadly invalidated. I think Sandro is going to be the next to start and complete a lap. So the pressure is all down to Sandro for a good Ferrari qualifying position then. Go on Sandro, no pressure, no pressure. I really wish I saw what happened with Dion now, because that is a massive shame for the Ferrari driver. Usually Sandro and Dion working very nicely together, and I don't know if they were planning on giving a tow to each other down this straight here, as they came out pretty much nose to tail with each other on their outlap, so I feel like they were planning something, but sadly it's not going to work out this time. But here we go, Sandro through the final chicane then to come up and start his hot lap. Flying down the straight, took a different line there through the straight, but nevertheless seemed to have worked. Coming around turn 2, oh that Renault coming out of the pits ain't going to help his chances. Massive tank slapper out of turn 2 there. That's not going to help his chances either. Through the first chicane, very nicely for Sandro there, up to the 2nd chicane, which is a bit more of a slower chicane. This is quite a high speed track to be honest, so it is very difficult to take. Now this is the most difficult part of the track I personally find, so will Sandro take this nicely? We can have a nice on board shot here through the fast chicane. He keeps it validated. Could have ran it a little bit more wider there, but nevertheless still takes it very nicely. Up towards the hairpin section. You don't want to lose traction out of here, because it will cost you massively down the straight. But it seems he's taking it very nicely. He's going to flip the DRS open now. Run down the back straight. up towards the final chicane, another very difficult part where a lot of people invalidate. Will Sandro keep it clean and tidy? He does very nicely. Now he's just going to keep it straight, and this lap time is going to put him P3 on the grid with a 108.922 for the Ferrari driver. What a great lap from Sandro there, and I'm sure he will be very happy with that so far. Oh, we had Jorge Correa there, who had spun around. I think we could see a McLaren tactics here. Another two teammates that work together nicely, Rene and Cameron. It looks like they're going to try and give each other slipstream. Cameron looking like he's the lead car at the moment, so I wonder, could we see a tow here? Maybe down this straight? Or down the back straight, one of them. Looks like it's going to be this straight. Yep, here we go. I knew it. The two McLaren boys working together nicely once again. Down towards the fast chicane. Rene keeps it clean. Up towards the hairpin section now. Can Rene improve? It's quite interesting, they work very well together. As usually you don't see teamwork in league racing. It's all on your own really. You just gotta go single really. And well, this could jeopardise Cameron a bit here, because Rene is actually just a position by a few thousandths behind Cameron, so Rene could outqualify him here because of the tow. Rene takes it nicely through the final chicane, keeps it straight, and there we go, P3. Very nice lap from Rene van der Stapp to move himself up to P3. There's Jensen coming out the pits, who is on the softs, so we could see an improvement here from Jensen. I don't know if Cameron is going to go for a lap now, and if he's going to get the same treatment that Rene did. Oh, that was very close to the barrier there for Cameron, really using as much of the track as possible. He's actually improved, so that has helped him out massively. The question is will his teammate Rene help him out? Not down this straight, he's not going to. Through the fast chicane. Maybe down the back straight. I do see Rene just in the distance there, so we could see Rene give Cameron a bit of a tow here, just like Cameron did to Rene. Either way, this is a massive stroke for the two McLaren boys, because look at this. He's going to get a massive tow down this back straight, exactly like Rene did. I think Rene might just straight line it into the pits now. Yes, there he goes. Cameron into the front. No, he invalidated. Oh, that is a massive shame. What would the lap time have been? A 108.5, and that would have put him P3. Oh, what a massive shame. Oh, by the way, can we just mention Jim has just absolutely dominated that lap there and put himself up to P3, so very nice from the Renault driver. Big pressure on Jorge as his teammate is currently P2, and also Logan as well, up to P1 with a 108.1. I'm missing these laps here, I apologise about that, but yeah, a massive improvement from Logan and Jim there. Absolutely incredible work from the Haas and the Renault driver, or drivers I should say. I've got Felipe who's on a lap, I'm pretty sure, currently just outside the top 10, which isn't the best place to start, but it's a more better place to start than P10, where you have to start on the tyres you set a lap on. But nevertheless, Felipe actually improving here. Could Felipe manage to push himself into the top 10? Jensen goes 107.4 there, retakes back pole position. Will it stick though? It's a very big improvement, nearly a second quicker than P2, so that's very good. Felipe through the final chicane on the straight, don't know why he's weaving, but he goes P10, pushes Nick down to P11. Nick van Gelder, who is on a lap now. We're going to go on board with the Dutch driver here as he flies through up to the slower speed chicane. Gets a very nice exit, flips the DRS open, run down towards the very fast chicane, keeps it validated. A lot of drivers not running the outside curb as much as they could really, but I'm not going to judge him for it because I can't do any better. So Oh, a massive tank slap out of the exit there. That's what I was talking about earlier in qualifying. You do not want to be doing that out of the hairpin. But nevertheless, run down the back straight. He's going to get a bit of a tow from Sandro. But not too much. He'll use the grass on the exit there, which isn't great. It's a very nice exit out of the World Champion chicane. And that puts him up into P9. So Nick's struggling a bit here. Only P9, which is not great for the Dutch driver. But nevertheless, he can come back stronger. I think Colin might be about to start a lap as he flips the DRS open. Run up to start his hot lap now. Sadly invalidated the last lap, so he's clearly done a lap extra on those soft compound tyres that he probably didn't want to have done. That pit lane is very distracting, by the way. Looking at it from that camera angle. Probably is not going to help the drivers, but nevertheless, they just got to keep pushing on. See what they can do. Through the chicane, the first chicane. Run up to the second chicane section. Bit more of a tricky chicane to say the least. But Colin keeps it tidy. His teammates right out of the way there. Up towards the hairpin. Don't want to lose the back end. Does he keep it clean? He does very nicely. Hits the inside apex there. Running up to the straight. Flips the DRS open. Down the back straight. Then run down towards the final chicane. The most tricky part of the track, I would say. Takes it slowly just to make sure he gets through it. And this lap puts him, or keeps him P10. Is a bit slower sadly, so no idea. I think he may have lost a bit of time through the chicane there. Cameron has just invalidated his lap sadly. We're going to watch Jim here as Jim has started a lap. See if he can push himself back up to P3. By the way, Sandro is actually pushing himself back up to P3, so we have a massive battle on our hands here for P3, which is very interesting to say the least. We could see a bit of a different podium, I think, today in the race, which is nice to say the least. Through the chicane. Is Jim improving? He's about to finish sector 2. Run down towards the hairpin. He is improving by just under a tenth and a half. So he's doing a very good job here, Jim. Now would just be enough to push him ahead of Sandro, I think. So he's just got to keep this clean through the final chicane, and he will be back up into P3. Very nicely done from Jim. Down the straight, and he goes back in P3 with a 108.6 by only a few thousandths of a second. So there's a massive battle raging on for P3 here between Jim, Sandro, and we can't rule out Rene and Cameron here because they had been in that P3 position once during this qualifying. So interesting to say the least. We have got Robin on a hot lap now, running down the straight, down towards the final chicane. Currently P12 for a 110.4. He'll be looking to improve that lap, but backs out of it. Clearly something went wrong there, and he wasn't happy with that lap. I think Jensen might just stay in the pits now, because he's not coming out yet, and I think he feels confident with that lap. It's a very good lap, I'll tell you that. There we go, Rene then starts his possibly final hot lap. Through the first chicane then. For a small street circuit, it has a lot of chicanes. Through the second chicane, obviously we're not going to get Canada in real life, so we need to try and enjoy it in the virtual world whilst we can. Flying through the third chicane, somehow keeps it validated. They really ran that inside curb, so lucky for him. He is up, which is going to help him out massively. It's not by enough to jump Sandro yet though, so he really needs to improve on this final sector really. Run down the straight, flips the DRS open. Oh, that is Jensen out for another lap. I guess I was wrong. Through the final chicane then. Rene keeps it clean, flips the DRS open once again for the final time of his hot lap, and this lap puts him, keeps it P3. We are going to sit on board here with Jensen Randall. His final hot lap. Will he improve his lap time? I really want to try and get an onboard hot lap with Jensen Randall. And an improvement, that would be nice to see. With the first chicane. Oh, he just clips a barrier, you just heard it there, but nevertheless, he keeps it clean. Only a 10th down, so they didn't lose him too much time. He needs to keep pushing. Not the best of X's out there. He'll get a bit of a slipstream from Rene. Down towards the second chicane. Runs that outside exit curb very nicely. Down towards the hairpin. He's still just a bit down. So this final sector is where it needs to count for Jensen. He'll get a bit of a toe, which I don't think he got before, so that'll help him out a little bit more. Run down towards the final chicane. Let's just see how he takes his final chicane then. Oh, he goes full blast but invalidates it sadly. That would have been nice to see how that went. I guess we will go on board with Sandra. No, Sandra's invalidated as well. The Cameron's invalidated. It looks like everyone's invalidated. Their final lap except Max. No, Max has lost the back end. Neek invalidated. Yeah. So everyone just decided to invalidate that final that final lap. So yeah. Well, there you have it. There you have it. We have Jensen Randall, pole sitter for the Canadian SRL Grand Prix. Well, that was exciting to say the least. That battle for third is going to be absolutely mental in this race, I think. So definitely stick around to watch that. I think we could see a bit of a battle between Logan and Jensen as well, I think, because I don't think Logan's out of this. I think Logan will challenge him. He's got nothing to lose. So I think Logan's going to have a go here. I'm hopeless today. Oh, it's okay. Oh, hey, you're P7. That's a good result. So don't panic. Just remember, quality is not where the points are made. It's all about the race. So there's your grid. Pole position, Jensen Randall in the Mercedes. P2 goes to Logan. P3 is Jim. P4 is Sandro. P5 is Rene. P6 is Cameron. P7 is Jorge. P8 is Max. P9 is Colin. P10 is Nick, round of the top 10. P11 is Felipe. P12 is Robin. P13 is Jan. P14, last but not least, is Dion Stahl. Would have been nice to see what he can do. I think he would have been for that top 3 battle, not gonna lie. So he's got a bit of a work to do for the race if he wants to be up there in that P3 position. But I don't think it's impossible. So, race predictions, anyone? I'm not predicting anything because I've had many times of commentators curse, so yeah. Any predictions, guys, leave them in the comment, or the chat, I should say. I'm too used to making videos, not streams, so I apologise about that. But yeah, leave it in the chat, your predictions, and let's see if they'll come true, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Canada. I've literally... This is where I got my first league win, personally. Not in this league, but in a different one, and yeah, it was very interesting to say the least. It would have been nice if we... Well, I say rain, but I would have been actually sad if rain did happen, because, well, I like racing the rain on this game, so... Hello, oh hello Samuel Brandt. Come on Max, Dennis rooting on Max. Dennis obviously races in the Racing Point team, so it's all down to Max to score points today for Racing Point. The question is will Max pull off a nice result? I think anyone could have a chance for that P3 position today. It's very interesting. Yeah, Sam, I don't know if you were here for qualifying, but we saw multiple people hit that P3 position different times during qualifying. We had Jim, obviously, who's snatched it. We had Sandro, who was there at one point. We had Rene, who was there at one point. We had Cameron, who was there at one point. We had a load of people in P3 at one point. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least, to see who manages to steal that P3 position in the race. Obviously, Jim was the one who came out on top in qualifying, but qualifying is one thing, the race is another. Logan in P2, let's go Haas. Yeah, I need Logan to get good result here today, because sadly, obviously I'm in the commentary booth, which is okay. Jensen was another one who willingly offered to do it, but obviously because he's in the championship fight, I don't think that's very fair. So yeah, I offered, because I'm nowhere near the championship fight. I think it's impossible for me to even get it now. So it's impossible for me to even get a race win, let alone a championship in SRL. But yeah, nevertheless, I think we're in for a banger here. Last time I said that in Portimao last week, it was a banger. So can I get the predictions right again? Who knows? But here we go then. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here in Canada. And it's lights out, and away we go here for the SRL Canadian Grand Prix. Run down towards turn 1. What did I say? Logan challenging Jensen into turn 1. Logan takes the lead of the Canadian Grand Prix and manages to keep it clean. It looks like most people manage to keep it clean here into turn 1. Doesn't look like we had any spins, so that's good to see. Felipe's dropped a few positions, but big shock. Logan has taken the lead. We have got a bit of a lag here because Codemasters and their great work, not knowing how to make the game nicely, but nevertheless, Jim holds position. Rene jumped Sandro there, so Rene got a good start there. Sandro looking to struggle a bit here, which isn't ideal for him. But like I said, I said don't count out Logan. I said Logan will have a shot here. There's a bit of a battle here. Oh, that's contact. Jorge, Colin, and I think Nick was involved in that as well. Oh, that's not good. So Renault's got damage, Jorge's got damage, Robin's going past him. Oh, what a shame. What a massive shame back there. Robin goes around the outside of Colin. A few people put in. So we got Dion, who's managed to make it to P11 then. Now P10 as he goes around the outside of Jan Holm there. Jan Holm's not going to give up easily though, but he has to back off. But yeah, what a start then. What a start. I said don't count Logan out from the start. And well, here we are. Logan in the lead. It's not easy to follow around this track. Dirty air and all that is not going to be great. Jensen needs that DRS gap really, or else he'll be in a bit of struggle, to say the least. But yeah, Jim managing to hold the P3 position. Did he just go wide there and hit the barrier? I think he kept it. Max the first one with a penalty then. Sandro looking to get this P4 back from Rene van der Staap. Wow, what a start then. We're only on lap 2 and we've already had a massive change up in the order. This is what I mean, it's not all about qualifying. I think Jensen's looking to try and get Logan back here though. Jensen... Oh, that's wing damage for Jim. That's going to be a massive impact in the race. Rene could take P3 here. Oh, I don't know to watch. Logan and Jensen or Jim and Rene and Sandro. Oh, they're both so close. And Jim's got damage, so I'm assuming he's going to have to pit at the end of this lap or he's going to really struggle. I might have to watch Jensen here because he's quite close. I wonder if he'll use a bit of ERS here. Try and get past. He's got DRS because this is lap 3 as well. I completely forgot about that, not gonna lie. That went quick. Looks like everyone holds position there. Oh, Cameron picks up a 3-second there for multiple warnings. So already on lap 3 we've already got 3 people with penalties. So that's not good. That is not good at all. This track is easy to collect penalties. Here we go. Could we see Jensen snatch back this P1 here? Not at the end of this straight, but could we see Rene snatch P3? I'll take that as a no. Could we see Jensen take the lead here though into turn 1? He's just going to absolutely send it. He needs to remember about the championship. He doesn't send it. Neither does Rene, Sandro, or Jim, or Cameron. Nothing's changed there. Dion picks up a 3-second there. Dion up to P9 already then after lap 4, so very good job for him, starting P14 on the grid. So that's what I mean, Dirty Air is struggling, or compromising Jensen a bit here, which isn't ideal for the Mercedes driver. But nevertheless, he's pushing on. I'm really surprised that Jim here is still managing to hold P3 with that damaged front wing. Jensen's very close to Logan now. If he can get a good exit out of here, he might have a go into the final chicane. I think he might be a little too far behind. Very difficult. Oh, Jan Holm has retired. That is a massive shame for Jan. No movement there. No position change there either. I think if Jensen wants this win, he's going to have to think... Oh, that was not a good exit for Jim there. And Rene. Sandro's closed up a lot there. I think Jensen might need to think about... I don't know, it's about the championship, but like he said, he wants to try and win it as quick as possible, so he might just have to think about sending it somewhere. That's the thing. He's very close again, but I don't think it's close enough. You can see the Haas is saving his ERS because the light's not on the back, so he's doing a good job at saving ERS there. Well, we got a very interesting shot there. Yeah, I'm very surprised at Jim for holding on to P3 with damage from wing. Like, that is a very good job for him. I can barely keep on the track with a damage from wing, let alone hold P3. So, very good job from Jim. Jensen once again in the DRS, but just not close enough. So close, but just not close enough. But he looks like he's got a very good exit here. Could he ever go into turn 1? He's going to hit the slipstream, drives down the inside. Jensen sets a new fast lap down the inside of Logan into turn 1. Jensen goes a little bit wide, hits the grass a bit there. Logan's going to try and come back around the outside there. But I think Jensen's made the move stick very nicely on the Haas driver. And Rene as well, up to P3. I'm sorry we missed that. We were just watching Jensen and Logan duke it out there. But Rene has managed to get around Jim, and it looks like Sandro's on the tail of Jim as well. So Jim clearly struggling with those tyres and that damaged front wing now. He doesn't look like he's got a very good exit out of there. I think Sandro could have a go here, but oh, I forgot because Jim's also got DRS, so Sandro's not going to have a go here. It's so annoying when there's a DRS train, when you know you're quicker than the driver ahead, but you just can't get through them because they've got DRS as well. I wonder if Jim could have a go back here for the P3 spot, because he's very close to Rene, let's just say that. But Sandro is also very close to him. Sandro's going to get a bit of double slipstream here. I think Jim's going to have this back, not going to lie. I think he's close enough, unless he just doesn't want to send it. If he gets a good exit out of here, you can have a go. He's got a good exit. He's got a good exit. Here we go. Jim. Will he send it down the inside of Rene? I think he's going to. No, he backs off. The problem is I would say, yeah, that's the sensible option, but it's for a podium, and he's got front wing damage as well, so he just needs to go for it and get that position any way possible. And he's done a Sebastian Vettel. He's gone straight on. Lost the back end, locked up. Shipped the position to Sandro. Shipped the position to Cameron. And he's down to P6 just after that one tiny mistake. Massive shame for the Renault driver. But this helps Sandro out massively. Because now Sandro doesn't have to worry about the guy ahead of him having DRS. He's the guy who has the DRS now. And he is the one to attack Rene, but Rene is the captain of this battle now, so this is going to be interesting to say the least. I think, like I said, this P3 battle is going to be absolutely insane, so I am really looking forward to seeing how this goes. And Rene obviously got a podium in Baku a P2 I think it was, so that is a very good job for Rene. So Rene really on top this season. Picks up a oh, this is interesting, double stacking glitch. Oh, it's so slow for the two McLarens. Oh no, that's compromised him to Nick. Even oh, what a shame, but Logan also pits. Struggled a bit, and he's sort of coming back now in 2020, so Sandro doing a very good job here. And he's on a different strategy because he's staying out. Oh, he dives into the pits, Here comes Sandro then, so Jensen will take back the lead. Logan's going to take back P2. Logan's still very, very close to Jensen, still in contention here. We're going to see Dion in P3 here for a bit. Right, this is where it gets interesting. Will Sandro come out ahead of Rene? That's the thing we want to know. They're coming down the straight now. Sandro accelerates. Sandro comes way out ahead. So Sandro is legitimately in P3 as of right now once his teammate Dion pits. So yeah, Sandro, because of the quick stop and the massive compromise Rene had, sadly he is, well, he's down in P4 I think really after everyone pits, but he's getting blocked up massively by Felipe here, who still has yet to pit. Rene's going to try for the inside, but oh, there's a bit of blocking going on here. Yep. I thought that was going to happen. Oh, that's a crash, and he's out. Felipe's out. I don't know if that'll be a safety car, because that is right in the middle of the track. It's a virtual safety car. Well, that was something. I saw it coming. They were battling aggressively, and to be fair, Felipe was moving around on the straight a bit, and I don't know if that was right of him to do that. That was from my point of view. I think we'll need to see the drivers' POVs for the full rundown of what happened. But this could bring Dion back into contention very nicely, because Dion pitted under virtual. Where will he come out to though? I think he's going to come out ahead of Nick, because this pit lane like flies out. Yeah, he comes out P6. So this has helped Dion out massively, who's gone from P14 to P6 in 11 laps, just because of, well, hard fighting, and sometimes a bit of luck is what you need, and that's what's happened. So fair play to Dion. So the Ferrari's in a very good positions here. Obviously Sandro was looking good in qualifying from the get-go. Dion, we didn't get to see his quali pace because sadly he crashed at the beginning somewhere, which I didn't see, so that was a massive shame for him. But yeah, the two Ferraris looking very strong here today, which is amazing to say the least. I don't know if we'll see a report out later about Felipe and Rene's incident, but it was a bit of a they were fighting aggressively, and Felipe was moving around a bit on the straight, and like Rene went to the inside, then Rene went to the outside, and Felipe followed him to the outside, then Rene went back to the inside, Felipe followed him to the inside. Yeah, so I think it was a bit of blocking going on there, just my personal opinion. But yeah, probably going to get investigated after the race. But as of right now, I think Sandro will be very happy that happened, and happy that Rene had that block up in the pits. I don't know what happened there. There was no cars coming. It's just McLaren just didn't let him go, and it really affected his teammate Cameron too, because he got blocked up and had to wait his pit stop as well. So he's behind Nick now. Dion picks up a 3-second, which isn't great for the Ferrari driver. Sandro's got no penalties here, which is really good for him. That could be how the P3 position is decided, because of penalties maybe, even if it's a late safety car. Jensen picks up the new fastest lap, by the way. So as of right now, if Jensen wins this, if it finished right now, because he's also got fast lap, Jensen will be literally have to just finish in the points in next race to win the championship, I think it is. So Robin, no, that's Jim Pitts, and Jorge retires from the Grand Prix. So one more retirement and everyone will be guaranteed points. Rene could have missed a clutch point and just didn't get going, thus blocking Cat. That's also a possibility, to be fair. I've had that many times, but he stayed there for a lot longer than I thought, and that has like cost him massively. Now Cameron's going to have to try and really battle back. It's affected Rene too, but Rene's still at least in P4, so whereas Cameron was in P5, now he's in P8, so yeah, he's all over the back of Nick though. So yeah, once again we're seeing Nick struggle a bit here today, which is not ideal. Obviously the season 4 champion was, well, on the top of his game. Another one who was on top of his game in the 2018 game, but sadly 2019 and 2020 game he struggled a bit as Cameron flies past him. Red Bull driver, I generally thought that the Red Bull driver of Nick Van Gelder was just going to absolutely punt him straight into the barrier. Wall of Champions there, but thankfully Cameron Weston Edwards lives to see another day. But yeah, he moves up to P7 as well, nevertheless. Dion is the next car just ahead. He's on the fresher tyres as well, so Dion really needs to get going. And can we appreciate Max? We haven't mentioned him yet, and he's up to P5, who started P8. So, Dennis, if you're still watching this, your teammate's going well for Racing Point today. Only 2 seconds off Rene's. Sadly, Turkey's not going to convert it into a P3 in the race, and that's, I mean, that's in the fight. And like I said, there's guaranteed everyone points. Jim is 30 seconds behind at the moment, which isn't great for him. So close battle here is Nick and Cameron, but Cameron did only just get around Nick, so I don't think we'll see another move from Nick yet. Yeah, it's very interesting with Nick. He was like, I remember when I first joined the league in season 4 when he was on top of his game, he was so good. But he's just gone downhill a bit, mainly because of bad luck. But at the moment, I don't think I've seen any bad luck. It's just he's struggling a lot. Maybe with the tyres, or could be multiple things. Who knows? But yeah, Nick really still trying to hold on to those points, and he is doing that at the moment, which is good to see. And he's keeping him within the fight of Cameron, because he has got the DRS. Will Nick send it? Nick's very close. He doesn't send it. I think Nick's the only driver I know that when he's in the fight for the championship very close in season 4, he just goes absolutely full send it. Like some people would be thinking about the championship, oh no, I don't need to get that result, but Nick just goes full send. Like I remember season 4 Brazil, the finale. He just went full send. Oh, he goes very wide there though. That's going to compromise him to Colin. Colin going to get a nice slipstream here. Will he send it down the inside of Nick? Nah, he holds him off as of right now. But there's one problem. Colin's in DRS. Nick's not in DRS anymore. Wait, is that Colin or is that Jim? I think that might be Jim who's lapped. I could be wrong. Yeah, it is. It's Jim who's just lapped. So he's just getting around him. I was confused now, I was like, because Colin's 9 seconds behind Nick, so how is that? That was just a coincidence that it happened to be a Renault. So, yeah. I just want to mention as well, Dion is catching Max. So, Dion on the charge here to try and grab P5 from the Racing Point driver. Cameron picks up another 3 second. sadly, I think Cameron's race definitely has been ruined by the stacking of the pit stops. So I don't really know why McLaren went for that option, but they should have just pitted a lap later, or Cameron should have pitted a lap later or something. I try and avoid double stacking wherever possible, so yeah, it's a massive shame that that happened. Can we appreciate that Max has also called down Rene here? Dion's catching down Max, but Max is catching down Rene, so we could have a three-way fight here for P4. Which would spice everything up. No, Dion picks up another 3 second. Dion needs to stop picking up 3 seconds. Let's see how many penalties each person's got actually. Okay, so we've got Jensen with a 3 second, Logan with none, Sandra with none, Rene with 9 seconds worth, Max with 6 seconds, so technically Max as of right now is net P4. P6 for Dion, who's got 9 seconds, Cameron's got 6 seconds, Colin's got 6 seconds, Robin's got nothing, Nick's got 3 seconds, and Jim has got 9 seconds. So the highest is 9 seconds for Rene, Dion and Jim, so they need to cool it down a bit, or say we'll have massive problems at the end. Especially if a safety car comes out, that'll be massively tragic on the closing stages with a safety car and them having the most penalties. We have got the rev glitch with Rene, so we are going to go on with Max here. I hate that rev glitch. Like, I don't know why it's still in the game. It's been in the game ever since day one, and we're nearly coming up to the arrival of 2021 game, and this rev glitch is still in the 2020 game. So it's looking good for 2021, boys, with this rev glitch coming back. Oh, Max, was he just within a second there to get DRS? He's within a second. This is going to help him out massively, catch down Rene with a tad bit of slipstream as well. And Dion ain't too shabby off Max either. Max is very close now. Max seeming to really just find the pace now out of nowhere, which is very good for him. Oh, don't lose it. Holds it just, but that didn't help his chances in the pursuit of Rene. Robin's retired. Virtual safety car, so it is now everyone. Oh, Jim retired as well. Jim, you literally could have got points. So everyone is going to get points now, which is great. Massive shame. That's not really what we like to see in SRL, where we have so many retirements that everyone will get points. It's nice to see that everyone will finish really and a battle for points. So yeah, but nevertheless, we still got a massive battle on our hands between Max and Rene. Who will get the safety car jump right? It looks like Max got it right because he's closed up nicely. Rene dives into the pits. That was a bit of a late call there, to say the least. So that promotes Max up to P4, Dion up to P5, Cameron up to P6. So, interesting for Rene there. He'll probably try and go to the end now on those tyres. So I assume everyone else will have to pit. It didn't really save him much time because the safety car had already gone in by the time he pitted, so yeah. Colin's just pitted. So what is it now that pits? stops. Here we go. So Nick's done 2 stops, Colin's done 2 stops, Rene's done 2 stops. So those 3 are probably going to the end now, and everyone else above Rene's done not 1 stop. We've got another virtual safety car. What's that for? Don't know what that's for. Everyone looks okay, so that was interesting. Sandro's dove into the pits. This is going to help him out massively because, to be fair, he pitted under virtual. He's going to go for the hards. Max also pitted. Dion's also pitted. The question is, will they be ready for Dion? No, they're not quite. To be fair, they were nearly, so I'll give him that. Will he get out ahead of Cameron? He does get out ahead of Cameron. Where's Rene? Rene's coming through the final corners now. Will they jump him? I think they have jumped him. Oh, that is a massive shame. Even his teammate Cameron's jumped him, I think, so that is a massive shame for Rene, who is up there for P4 and now down in P7. So the McLarens have both been messed up today, really. What tyres are they on? So Sandro's the only one on the hards, everyone else is on the mediums, so yeah, don't really know why Sandro went for hards there. Might have compromised him a bit. The distance is... he's got a 5-second gap to Max. We got another virtual safety car. I think we may have a bit of a glitch lobby here, not gonna lie, because we keep getting virtual safety cars every like a lap or so now, so I think there might be a bit of a glitch lobby, to say the least. There's so much debris on the exit of the final chicane, that's why. It kind of makes sense now. Max is in a very good position to chase down Sandro now though, with those mediums. But he has got 6 seconds? 6 seconds worth of penalties, is that right? Yeah, he has got 6 seconds worth of penalties, so he's going to have to pull 6 seconds on Sandro. Depending on if Sandro gets penalties or not. The worst thing you want to do now is get a drive through for speeding under virtual, so just no one do that, please. Did anyone do it? Please tell me no one did it. Doesn't look like anyone did it. Dion's got 12 seconds now, so he's going to be at jeopardy from Cameron and Rene. So Jensen's the only one who's still yet to stop. So this could change everything now, because Logan has pitted and is within 15 seconds of Jensen. So is Jensen in a bit of trouble here? The gap's going down ever so quickly, as Logan's just set purple sector, who set the 1. Could Jensen be in a bit of trouble? That is a question. Could we see Logan snatch the win here? The first Haas win since ages ago, probably season 3 maybe even. I could be wrong. I certainly haven't won, so yeah, it must have been Sam or someone before that. Maybe even Lewis Marshall. Jensen just pitted now. I think Jensen might come out ahead of Logan because of the virtual safety car. That glitch has kind of messed Logan up a bit, really, because the virtual safety car has just come out for no apparent reason. So Jensen will come back out ahead in the lead of the race, and on a brand new set of softs, so they'll go to the end now. Bit of a shame for Logan, but nevertheless. Are we about to see a record broken here as well? Because I think the last Haas podium was me. Was me in China last season. So I think we're about to see a change here. Well, Luke doesn't count. I think Luke got a podium in Netherlands with Haas, but Luke was a reserve driver. That's actually kind of sad to see my record taken away now. The last person to score a Haas podium as a full-time driver was me. And now it's going to get taken away. Ah well. It happens. It's nice to see a Haas still in the race and actually on a podium, which is nice. Looks like the gaps are still pretty large, really. So yeah, everyone's made 2 stops now, so that's all done. Pit stops pretty much done now. Max is still catching down Sandro, so Max is not out of this fight. By the way, Cameron got around Dion at some point. I apologise that I missed that. Jan Holm has left the session. Jan actually stayed so long in this race. He retired like a while ago, so he stayed around just spectating for so long. So fair play to him. Max has taken chunks of time out of Sandro. Same with Rene, taking chunks of time out of Dion. So the two Ferraris struggling a bit here on the harder compound of tyres. Obviously Sandro's because he's on the hards compared to Max's mediums. Meanwhile, Jensen just set their new fast lap of the race, so Jensen is going for this really to try and really push himself ahead further in the championship. Like I said, not gonna get it here, but he's been pushed up massively now to really show that he will get it, basically. There's still debris on the exit of that chicane. We've had many virtual safety cars and no one's decided to go pick that up. Well, the game has decided to not despawn it. That's what I find funny. We're getting comments. I'm just gonna go check quickly. Rennie could have missed the oh, damn, only 9 cars left. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it is crazy. We've had a bit of a weird race today. I can see we got Sandra in P3, so Sandra's really trying to get this podium. Yeah, it's been an interesting race to say the least. There's been a massive battle for P3 throughout the whole race, really. And I just want to appreciate Dion went from P14 to P6 as well, Fox. So, yeah, Dion really on a good result. Nice comeback. Max has sort of stopped catching down Sandro now. Sandro seemed to respond with decent enough lap times now to keep a distance. So yeah, Sandro is looking like he's going to round off the podium here, which is a very good job for the Ferrari driver. I need to get a podium this season. If I don't get a podium this season, it's actually going to be quite upsetting. Felipe's left. Felipe, another one who stayed quite a while. Colin picked up another penalty. Max picking up another penalty as well. Don't want to be picking up too many of them because there's going to be a massive problem with Rene and Cameron and Dion. Be picking up too many. No, I want the... How do you find the penalties? Here we go. Penalties. Yeah, so Max on 9 seconds. So yeah, he's okay at the moment, but he still doesn't want to be picking up too many more. Just in case. Rene is all over the back of Dion now. Dion really struggling with those mediums. Even though Dion's on the newer mediums as well, I just want to mention that. Could Rene have a go on him into the final chicane? That is the question. As we hit 5 laps to go, by the way. Rene gets a pretty decent exit, gets a better exit than Dion. That's the closest it's been to the Ferrari driver. It's so annoying when you're that close but you just can't get it. He needs to get a good exit out of here. Gets an alright exit, but I think Dion's was a bit better there. Dion holds on to P6 for another few corners. Rene needs to find a way around Dion. Yeah, Fox, the 2 McLaren drivers have been really messed over this race by just really unfortunate events. So, they could be up there for the P3 battle, if not. Cameron was battling for P3, Rene was battling for P3, Sandra was battling for P3, Jim, who DNF in 11th, was battling for P3. But sadly, those guys just ran into bad luck, and Sandro is just chilling there nicely in P3, doing the work nicely. And fair play. That's fair drive. I can't lie, not gonna lie. Rene again close, but I don't think it's going to be close enough by the end of the straight. Oh, that's so annoying when you're so close but yet so far. And the chicane, flip the DRS open once again. But once again, Dion's actually closed up on Cameron a bit here as well, so Dion knows that he has to push a bit more to try and stay within DRS to defend off Rene. He's doing a good job at it. I'm sure Sandra will be very happy with his result today. Like, he's done a very good job. He deserved it. He started P4, I'm pretty sure, and then shipped the position to Rene, who got a very good start. And Sandra battled very nicely. And with a bit of bad luck from 2 McLarens, he really managed to capitalise on it and, well, run in P3, so. At the moment, Dion is still trying to catch Cameron, but Rene's still trying to catch Dion, so. Got a bit of a battle, and it's not out of contention because you can see Max and Sandro down the road, so. You can clearly tell those guys are catching each other as well, so Max has found some more pace out of nowhere. Which is interesting, especially that the hard tyre is usually meant to be better for longer distance, and they put those tyres on the exact same lap, and apparently the hards are not working as good as the mediums, which is kind of funny. But nevertheless, Max is going for it. But Sandra needs to just needs to remember that Max has got 12 seconds worth of penalties, I'm pretty sure, or 9 seconds at least. Yeah, 9 seconds worth of penalties, and Sandra's got nothing, so he just needs to even if Max goes past, just stay within 9 seconds, which is easy at this point with only 2 laps to go, so. There we go, all 3 of these guys are close together now. I think we could see Dion trying to move down the inside of Cameron, down the back straight. And Dion pushes himself up into P5. This Cameron going to try and dive back down. No, he doesn't. He backs out of it. Dion through the final chicane once again. I think he gets he does get DRS again as well. So Dion's made back to P5 for the Ferrari driver. I think he needs to pull away a bit though, because I'm pretty sure he's got more penalties. Yeah, Dion's got more penalties, so he does need to pull away or hope Cameron and Rene get a couple more penalties. So, but yeah, Dion's just found pace out of nowhere now, which is interesting. Max is closing down on Sandro. You can see him, but I don't think he'll get him. It's about to start the final lap of the race anyway. Jensen's already like midway through penultimate lap. Sandro's only just about to start the penultimate lap. That just shows the gap, the massive gap difference. Plus 40 seconds. Absolutely mental, that. DeAndre pulled a second that lap. Damn, DeAndre found pace out of nowhere. Fair play to Dion. It's kind of sad when... Oh, Dion makes a massive mistake there though. That's going to cost him massively to... Oh, Sandro picks up a 3-second penalty. The first penalty for Sandro of the race. That's a very good job for him to go this far without getting a penalty. As Jensen starts the final lap of the race. Cameron down the inside. This is ball running right into play as well. Oh my god. We've got a Ferrari versus a McLaren versus a McLaren. Oh no, this is going to get a bit hairy. Oh, Cameron dives to the inside. Down the inside into the hairpin. Will he try and make it stick? Dion locks up. Oh, the two McLarens are going at it. They're side by side. Rene doesn't get a good exit though. They're both going to have DRS, so they could gobble up Dion down the straight here. I want to watch this final lap battle, but there's just Jensen's coming around to finish the race, so I need to watch him. Okay, I don't think they're going to get it here. But here comes Jensen Randall then, who's going to come home to take the fast lap, I'm pretty sure, and the win. No, that's telemetry. Yep, fast lap and the win for Jensen Randall then at Canada. But we're going to go back on here with these guys who are still battling it out. Logan comes home P2 for Haas, securing their first podium in a while. Let's just say that. Don't think they're going to make a move here yet. Max and Sandro going at it. I think they might just... I think they've learned now that just don't send it, because I think they know they're both going to get a deal anyway because of penalties. So here comes Sandro then to the final chicane for the final time. Sandro's going to be very happy with that P3, to say the least. Comes in a very well deserved P3 for Sandro. P4 for Max, who's going to get P5 down the straight. And it is Cameron that gets P5, Rene P6, P7 goes to Dion, P9 goes to Colin, who was a lap down sadly. And it looks like Nick is going to come home in P8, for some reason letting Jensen lap him when Jensen on his cooldown lap. No clue what Nick's doing really. Boo, Jensen Hamilton win another win. With another yeah, hell yeah, Logan with P2 and Sandra with P3. Yeah, it was a good podium. It is a good podium. Jensen was actually going to commentate today instead, but I told him I'd do it because he's in the championship fight, so it'd be a bit unfair to get him to commentate instead of me, who's not in a championship fight. So someone gets driver of the day, which I can't argue with. That was a good drive from him for dead last on the grid. Well, I'm trying to invite everyone, but I just actually skipped the podium. I apologise about that. We'll give... Yeah, congrats Sandro, bro. Congrats on P3, that was a well deserved. So P1, the winner of the Canadian SRL Grand Prix, goes to Jensen Randall. P2 is Logan. P3 is Sandro. P4 is Max. P5 is Cameron. P6 is Rene. P7 is Dion. P8 is Nick. P9 is Colin, which was the last guy to finish. P10 was Robin, who I don't think gets any points because he didn't finish. P11 is Jim. P12 is Jorge. P13 is Felipe, and P14 is Jan Holm. So now we will try and get these the top three in. So it was Jensen Randall, then it was Sandro, and I don't have Logan's name or PSN, so I'm gonna have to ask one of them to invite him. See if we can get some interviews. I want to have Logan added because I don't have him added, so I guess if he doesn't leave the game I can quickly add him, but yeah. But we'll start with you, Sandro. P3, tell us how you thought of that then.
Oh man, really happy. Thank you for having me up here. Yeah, it's been it's quite surprising. I didn't expect it to be this competitive because I struggled quite a lot during practice, especially with the rear end. But yeah, I think I had a really good race. Quite boring actually. I didn't have any battles or anything like that. Kept it very clean. Kept the tires smooth. Yeah, only got one penalty I think at the end there. Had a bit of strategy mess in the middle of the race because I didn't have any sets of soft tires left, so I had to go for the hard compound, which wasn't ideal, but fortunately I had a gap on the cars behind, and without the penalties, yeah, P3. Definitely really happy. It's now 2 podiums in a row. Definitely going to take that, and yeah, P3 man. Yeah,
it was definitely well deserved. You definitely had to fight for it as well after Rennie jumped you on the start, so definitely well deserved, man. Congrats.
Thank you, man.
Okay, so next in P2 we had Logan in the Haas. So how do you find that one then?
It was alright. I mean, yeah, Canada's a really tough pad track. It's like one of the top 3 worst in terms of time loss, but you know, I feel like I did a decent race. I got really frustrated towards the end. I thought I made the perfect call by pitting under that virtual safety car to that second set of mediums. I was really confident that was, when I saw Jensen not pit and I pit under that VSC, I was like, boom, the game on, like, I have a chance. And then how many virtual safety cars came out when I was on that fresh set of tires? It was 3 or 4, and the whole time it was just raging. I was like, unbelievable, man. And then you got the pit for free on the softs, and it was just GG from there. But yeah, I mean, it's frustrating that I could have been in a fight, but I want to know what caused the safety cars. Like, man, that was like 4 or 5, like within a 7-lap span. It was ridiculous.
I think it was both.
That, just yeah, that's just really frustrating because when I pit under that first one, I mean, I got lucky to be able to pit under the first one, so I guess I can't complain too much that the opportunity presented itself because of luck, but then was also taken away because of luck, so it kind of evens out. But it's just one of those things where it's like, man, what if, you know, we don't get any of those other safety cars? I mean, I'm more than in the game because I don't know how much time you lose, or how much time's lost under a virtual safety car compared to not. Man, that could have made the race interesting, but at the end of the day, you know, second on a horrible pad track like Canada, it's just whatever, you know. We're on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, straight away after qualifying, I said don't count Logan out this one. I feel like he'll challenge Jensen to turn 1, and before I knew it, you took the lead into turn 1, so you made it a lot more interesting. So yeah, congrats, Bo.
You guys are cutting out. I'm not hearing.
Yeah, Reece, you're cutting out.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll say that again. But yeah, I said after qualifying, don't count Logan out of this one because he'll definitely challenge Jensen into turn 1. And what do you know? You took the lead into turn 1, so yeah, you really made it interesting. So congrats on the result.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Okay, so finally, our race winner, Jensen Randall. How did you find that one then?
It was not easy. Let's just say that. I mean, I think Logan kept me honest pretty much all race there. So, really good job from him there. Even on the medium stints, he had some really good pace. But I don't know, it's penalty haven this track, and yeah, I suffered from that. 6 seconds in the end, so I had to push like hell. And I think the second meet, or the second stint, is where I really needed to push, and I think I got the gap there. But of course the VSC started coming and he got the stop bang on time, and in the end the VSCs sort of came into my advantage for it being bugged there, and I managed to come out just ahead of Logan in the end. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, man,
Not
that
much
was.
else to say apart from that.
I mean, man, that was a really good drive. You really deserved that, and managed to get fast lap as well. So, I mean, you just pushed your distance in the championship standings just a bit more. So, yeah, I don't know what you have to get next race
Yeah.
to win the championship, if you can. I mean, I could be wrong with that. So,
I think I've got 127 points out in front now, and I think there's 130 points remaining. So, only need to pick up 3 for this championship to be secure. So, that's my aim. Gotta try and seal it.
so yeah, you could
then-
seal it in Hanoi next week then, basically.
Well, if Andrea doesn't turn up in Hanoi, I think that is it, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, man, congrats
Alright,
with the result. Congrats with the result, man. Well deserved. And
Yeah.
I guess that rounds off the Canadian SRL GP. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, definitely make sure to give us a subscribe and share the link around wherever you can. And also make sure to check out our Instagram page, SRL F1. But yeah, we'll see you all in Hanoi in a week's time. So see you all then.